What up, guys? So, I had a little free time, so I decided to make a quick little video for how to get through the game on Nightmare mode. So, yeah, hopefully some of these next clips will help some of these guys out if anyone's new to the game. Maybe some tactics on how to beat some of these bosses. Anyway, in the background, it's just me and some randos just going after a boss on normal mode, or... yeah, we're on normal mode. But you can tell in the top right corner, Nightmare mode will have that orange, that little red skull, little brown skull will be like yellow with a crown on it. Just a heads up. I don't have video of me activating or re-rolling or anything, but yeah, I figured I'd just kind of go for it. I didn't really speed run until a couple hours after I started, but yeah. Anyway, that out of the way. Yeah. Hope you enjoy. Right up next we got Gorefist. I'm just mainly doing the bosses because I pretty much just ran past all the enemies with the Stone of the Wolf, or Heart of the Wolf, whatever it's called. That ring that increases your movement speed, because you gotta. And I got Swiftness maxed out. I don't even know if you can beat Nightmare mode without Swiftness maxed out with this shit, or at least speedrun it.
Yeah, what a loser. He was AFK the entire time.
Me just like,
Back to your own world,
this guy. Oh yeah, I forgot about this clip. Yeah. I ended up killing that dude because he couldn't kill the boss. Oh god. Well, anyway. Yep. This has been a really long-ass intro. I'm sorry, I should have said something at the beginning to maybe skip 2 minutes ahead if you want to get straight to the nitty-gritty. Anyway, here's Gorefist. Oh, shit. Well, he's just like a regular brute anyway, right? Oh, that one-shots you. Fuck! So with this strategy, you should probably use Swarm, but I was using Breath of Desert just for lulz. But as soon as you hear those frickin', what my friend calls them, race cars, because they sound like little RC cars, I don't even fucking know. You train them together. You go into a big open area, and if you could train them together like it's frickin' Black Ops Nazi zombies, you can pretty much make them all blow each other up at the same time. You don't even have to shoot them. But anyway, that being said, hope you enjoy this mini boss of a regular enemy. Anyway. Now for this strategy, Singe is surprisingly easier than Gorefist. You pretty much just have to outspace his fire breath, and that's about it. The only thing that does a lot of damage is his, this weird laser beam attack or something, I don't know. Just ignites the ground in front of you and it goes straight towards you instantly. Similar to the Dreamer's first phase, but you'll see that in a minute. At least this one won't one-shot you. And also, just keep attacking him when he's about to do explosions, because you can stagger him. That's pretty much about it. You just gotta dodge the fireballs and outspace him most of the time. Now for this boss, I wasn't getting in proper range to use Breath of Desert, so I figured I might as well stay far away from him and just use Rattleweed to distract the mobs. Don't even care if he heals off the mobs, and just keep going for headshots. He did get me once with the giant laser beam, and that's kind of why I was trying to stay, like, at least this far away from him, like near the middle, but have an opportunity to back up pretty much, because he's gonna track you all the way, so you kind of want to go away from him and around the laser beam, or you can kind of dodge through it, but it's super sketchy. But anyway, yeah, and constantly using Bloodworts. Bloodwort meta. The Butcher was giving me a few issues, mainly because all of his attacks killed me in one hit. So, there's that, and also, I was trying not to let him spawn zombies, so I think it's when he hits the vases. I think there's zombies in the vases, but so to counter that, I've just been kind of circle strafing around him, just like this is the Rotten from Dark Souls 2. You kind of have to stay real close, but also like just far enough away to kind of bait out certain attacks. Like, we'll probably throw his hammer here. Nope, he's doing this. So if he's, since he's doing this, he's gonna just destroy everything. I used Rattleweed to kind of keep him in one corner, so I could fight the mobs. Since the mobs are kind of getting distracted by it, and he's so low health, I kind of was like, I need to kill this guy. Yeah, as you can see, it was kind of a hassle, but you know, get the job done. It's actually a good run. Like, all of his attacks could kill me in one hit. Just retarded. Anyway. So this guy was a little bit of a puzzle to figure out. He could kill you in 2 hits, but if you're corroded, he kills you in 1. He has a bunch of AoEs, and he has a bunch of tracking explosions that are similar to the lightning, or the, I forgot his name, the Stormcaller boss. He has those weird AoEs. And I think, I could be wrong, but if you kill the bugs, they just spawn more and more bugs. So I've just been kind of ignoring the bugs and just been doing the Black Ops zombie strat where I train them and I go up on these stairs, circle around, get them stuck up there, and then I fight the boss while they're trying to get after me. But I've had a lot of weird opportunities to just kind of like beat this guy and then like fail when he has like 1 health bar left, or that 1 little bit left. And then also those bugs can jump on you from like a really long distance, so you're going to have to use a lot of sound cues to kind of pick up on where they're going to come from. Headphones helps. But anyway, yeah, sound cues. That's like you're going to be your saving grace here to keep DPS up. Being able to hear where he's teleporting and hear where the bugs are going to jump you from. Anyway, hope you enjoy this fight, because I did.
It's over.
So with this boss, I'm never gonna not use Rattleweed just for the orbs. But this guy still took me a couple tries. He wasn't as hard as the last boss, but he's definitely a fucking bitch. What I've tried to do is, as soon as he does his orbs, just put Rattleweed down. The submachine gun, I actually had to swap out my Hunter pistol for a submachine gun just to be able to get a couple of them. Because usually like 4 or 5 of them will escape the Rattleweed, and then they'll just kill me. I noticed I wait till he's about, like, if you take out 1/4 of his health, turn around and shoot the egg sack, and that thing will, the other boss will start with half, or like 1/4 of his health missing. So I kind of wanted to do that so I didn't have to shoot the guy behind me, and it's less likely of a chance they're gonna spawn and start screaming. And the scream is very bad on Nightmare, let me tell you. But anyway. This got down pretty easy, just kind of want to strafe back and forth. You can run to dodge the bombs, you kind of have to use sound cues to hear the guy behind you. It's kind of a bitch, but as long as you can kind of shoot the guy that's doing the most aggressive behavior, swinging and throwing bombs, you can kind of ignore the guy shooting lasers for the most part once you figure out which way he's going. Just go to the opposite side of the bridge. Because he either goes left or right. He doesn't track you that well. So now you can focus on the main guy. You just want to get as many headshots as you can until you can get Rattleweed out. And then, yeah, shoot as many of these as you fucking can. I actually got stuck on this wall and knocked off by that shit, like, way too many times. My first playthrough. And then he gets me with it again. Not this time, motherfucker. So, yeah. Now it's pretty straightforward once the first one's dead. You just gotta keep your mod power up and freaking this gives you a chance to heal and put your buffs on and everything, so Rattleweed OP. So this boss was a little less bullshit than the last. You just need your lightning buff, and you kind of do the zombie trick again, where you kind of train all of the, or I guess, yeah, you kind of train all the enemies to follow you, and then kind of go around this temple that this guy's hiding in. I kind of go in the hallway, and if someone shows up, like the fire guys, yeah, I try to kill the fire guys first and ignore the other dudes. But yeah, whenever he does his Stormcaller mode, just kind of go for one-shot roll, one-shot roll. You can roll into those and destroy them, but I tried to get the enemy AI hit by his lightning attacks, because at one point he did kill one of the fire guys, so I could keep on focus firing on the main boss, so yeah. I think right here he ends up killing one of those guys. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, like if you did that, you could probably, you could just roll through that shit. And then Stormcaller mode, yeah, just the one-shot dodge, because those AoEs will trap you so hard. They actually did get me, but it took a couple mobs to corner me and trap me, so I couldn't roll. Like if you get staggered and you get hit by lightning, you're pretty much one-shot in Nightmare mode. Just no stagger, please. I probably could have just killed him here, but yeah, I wasn't gonna risk it. If like the fire guys and a couple axes can kill me. And here I got that straight shot. All I have to do is dodge the lightning and shoot him.
That was rough.
This boss, these World 3 bosses are kind of, or World 4, I'm sorry. The Yisha bosses, they're kind of a bitch. These are like the hardest bosses, I think. This guy took probably like 20 tries, probably like the hardest boss I've fought so far, just because of the arrow dudes. The arrow dudes fuck you up so hard. I actually had to use buffs on him. But yeah, you kind of just have to do as much damage as you can at first, and then once the little guys come, you can kind of just dodge them, but then once the crossbow guys come, I pretty much just run away. I use Swarm actually, yeah, this is where I use Swarm. Don't use Rattleweed on this boss. They destroy it way too fast. With Swarm, it actually staggers multiple enemies, so it kind of counters the guys running around with battle axes, so then all you have to really focus on is dodging arrows. And in order to dodge arrows, I found a way to just kind of just go out of the map. You see where those guys are at? You can kind of go around the entire arena and kind of train everybody to follow you. And then you're pretty much set for victory. It just takes a lot of fucking time to do it that way, but holy crap, these guys can kill you in like literally 3 hits. And one of those spears hitting me kills you in like, it takes like almost all of your HP away, but doesn't like completely murder you. But yeah, it was a bitch. And then when he spawns 2 of them, that also becomes an issue. And yeah, I pretty much just started ignoring all of the bells, because like, it's just taking way too much time. Ooh, my booty hole was clenched right there, I can tell you what. Oh, and I got the Ravager boss fight, and if you do the bell puzzle correctly, really fast, the first time, and you get the claws, you can basically skip the final boss of World
The children
3,
of the core
so,
think to
or
change
World
the
4.
inevitable.
Did it again.
They do not
I'm
see
not
the
gonna edit it,
truth,
fuck you.
the futility of their actions.
So with this boss, I
We bring
accidentally,
purity to chaos, serenity to bedlam. All will be
like,
consumed.
deleted,
This
or
is
my
necessary
PS4 only
and
takes
good.
15-minute clips, and this fight
Children
took
do
way
not
over
understand.
15 minutes.
The
So,
children
be
believe
prepared
their
for that.
lives worth living.
I got through the first half of the
children
fight,
are wrong.
and it was kind of a
worlds
pain, just
and the
because
core of the
his,
worlds
if
live
you
in
just gotta
pain,
get the dodges right, you can run
agony,
away from his bombs,
discord.
and you just have to
We
have a
bring
delay
peace,
on the
equality,
attacks he does, that beam that crossed the ground.
all are one within
It
our
just goes straight
embrace.
towards you super fast. You just have to
The
delay that.
children
If you're far
resist
enough
what
away
cannot be
from him,
resisted.
then
They
you
fight
can
a
kind
battle
of
that
dodge it
cannot
a little
be won.
easier. But at the same time,
Their
it was just
actions are
it kept
ultimately
one-shotting me. It was
irrelevant.
just bullshit. That was the only thing that kept getting me, was phase
No
1.
matter how many
As soon as
times
you get
they
past
rise,
phase 1,
they will be
it's
destroyed.
just an endurance battle if you know how to fight this guy.
Is over.
Swarm helps. Just
We will
stagger all of
consume
the
all.
regular enemies while you can kill the archers. So trying to save Swarm until you get to like maybe 9 kills when you're in the portal. That'll work. Yeah, we'll see. Like, yeah, this guy was just fucking me up, man. Just his first phase. Like, as soon as I got to the second phase, I never frickin' died to a second phase. It's his first phase that gets you.
Damn it. bastard!
Fucking GG, dude. It's about fucking time. It took like all day. Jesus Christ. Oh, back to Dark Souls 3 I go. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. That was my nightmare run. It took almost 5 hours, and maybe like 4 or 5 bosses were complete bullshit, but you made it through. Bandit Devastator, it's fucking OP. Get back on your flippin' boat. I wonder how many times this cutscene's played with this exact setup already, but who cares? At least it's viable. Yeah. Just ridiculous. Also, I didn't get an achievement for this, so what the fuck? Oh well. I guess it was an experience. A fun one. Yep. Back to Dark Souls. So anyway, before I go, I figured I'd actually go to the stone. I'm still on nightmare mode. I'll go to world settings. 4 hours, 48 minutes, and 1 second. Nightmare. There we go. Proof's in the pudding. I'm just gonna go over the build. It's Hunter with Swarm, Devastator, the Bandit armor. Occasionally I swap to the submachine gun and use Rattleweed on it, or, you know, or Swarm. Brutal Mark. I did have the Gunslinger's charm for the beginning of it, but then I just needed that, and Devouring Loop just for the headshots, but you could just go for this just to have movement speed, because being able to dodge regular mobs is really good. And I did have the Ring of Evasion because it gives you an extra 3 frames, but you know, I just had to go with the Stone of Balance just for the damage. There's all the stats. Pretty much got them all maxed out, or at least the ones that I have. I have a shit ton of trait points that I still need to spend, but yeah, I need to find the traits first. So yeah, you can do this without all the traits.